So when I was at Niagara Falls, we went to my parents' house and we went to the local mall there. And obviously, this mall has changed drastically since I was a kid. But as I was walking through, I just sit there and like, man, the arcade used to be there. This and that store used to be there. And now it's just some like lids or something. I was like, God, there's so much time I used to spend in that arcade. Like, get $1 from my dad. He would sit at McDonald's and get a coffee. Then McDonald's is no longer there either. And then I go blow my dollar in 45 seconds.
Now it's just Spirit Halloween and
back.
you open the box store and see what you get.
Right. It used to also be, remember back in the day, mall kiosks had all the cell phone cases?
Oh, yeah.
Like for
Yeah.
your Nokia phone, like all the ridiculous cases are like the light up antennas and stuff. Man, so many things kids today don't realize we used to spend money on.
underappreciated. Now they just go to Amazon and get whatever wild case they want.
Yeah, man, I forgot about a lot of that stuff.
Well,
Good
the
times.
big thing to do at the mall growing up for me was also going to the movies.
Mm-hmm.
And so I mean, honestly, the movies obviously it was always a little bit of a boy-girl scene, but it was also just like a hangout scene. Like you would go to the movies and you would get there an hour early just to hang out and eat popcorn and whatever. And it just like the movies nowadays, like unless it is a massive Marvel multi crossover universe something, like there's just very few movies that are hanging on in the theaters anymore. And like one example of that is One Battle After Another. The great
What is that? What is that? Is that a Marvel movie? I don't even know.
Bingo. Nope, not if it was a Marvel movie you would have known.
That's true.
This is Leonardo DiCaprio's latest film.
Who's that?
And you'll remember him from the Titanic.
Oh, that's right.
He was Jack.
He did not get on the door.
He did not get on the door. That's exactly right. So Rose is able to tell the story. You know, I seriously thought that I wanted to do something in movies when I was growing up, and I knew I never expected myself to be on this side of the camera and still just this is clearly a farce. But I knew that I wanted to do something like, you know, okay, I could go run run the budgets or do something on the back end of movies, because movies again were just such a really amazing thing back then. But here's some numbers, movie numbers for you. So like Leonardo DiCaprio, and they don't state exactly what he walked away with here, but typically he's an A-list actor, and so he's $30 to $50 million a film. This film is going to lose $100 million. But Leo's got his money. He's back on the yacht.
Man, there's so many things to unpack here. One, I want to go back to what you're saying about the movies in general just being like a magical situation that is no longer. Because I agree. Like I used
They're
to
like
think
what Nicole Kidman showed us.
What'd she do?
Oh, did you not see that Nicole Kidman commercial where she goes to the AMC theaters and she's in this like shining sequency dress? Everybody made fun of her for it. I think SNL even mocked her.
Is that what
for
led
it.
to her divorce?
I
Did he
think
see that?
goes without
he was
saying.
He's like, I can't do this.
He's like, are you serious?
But you go like the big sets, like the big action set movies, or just like I remember being a kid and watching Hook and like being amazed by the set of that, or like the Goonies, like any of those types of things. And now what did it was when the Phantom Menace, the Star Wars Episode 1 came out in 1999, and they were like, hey, look, we don't need anything that's real. We're just green screen literally the whole movie. And then we'll have some people in it, and it'll be great. And then everybody started doing it. Obviously, it's cheaper to do that. And then we had this whole era of, and I think we talked about this before, like we have this whole era of like really bad CG. Yeah. And like all that kind of excitement is lost and with it. And I mean, I'm always... The movies, I love going to the movies. I never go to the movies because, to your point, there's nothing. And it like has to be an event. One, it costs too much. Yeah. And I remember growing up, we would go, I mean, when summer hit, every week a new movie came out in the summer.
Yeah, a true
and it was
blockbuster.
Like a real movie, right? So like all summer long, we went to the movies. And it was like every Saturday, it's like, oh, we're going to the movie. I don't know. We'll figure out what we're going to go see.
Yep. Because
we'll call the number so they can list off the show times.
Thank you for calling Movie Phone.
Yeah. Your movie will begin at 3:30, 5:45.
That was also the day of voicemails. Hi,